We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Wonderful, wonderful words. I think it's interesting when we talk about diversity and inclusion and people ask, well, where does it end? Like, how diverse do we have to be? How inclusive should I be? Well, I appreciate them looking at the end, but let's just start at the beginning. And so when we think about this idea of this great republic we call the United States of America, its founding belief and its founding fathers was the opportunity that everyone has to participate in this great democracy. And so when we think about, well, how diverse do I have to be? Well, let's look at those words. And it says that all men, and we know that contextually the word man included women as a human species, right? So when they said man, they meant humans, human, and that we're all created equal, which means that if those words are true, then the diversity that we look towards must include all people, all people. And so the question isn't so much about, who and why and how far do we go, but actually the question is how much do we believe in the words of those great and sacred documents. And so when we think about that Declaration of Independence, and then particularly that paragraph 2, which has been crouched in many of the civil rights movements and the yearnings that people have for their rights in a civil society, those words ring true. And so the question isn't, where do we start, is how do we make those words a reality in our current context, given our current demographics, our economic status. How do we make those words still ring true while trying to wrestle with the complexities of life? How do we make this make sense in our everyday workings with diversity? And so when you think about diversity and inclusion, I don't want you to think about it as this limiting thing, but I want you to think about the possibilities that opens us up to. So when we think about diversity and inclusion, we really want to think about how do we keep those words, those sacred words, true for all of us in this great democracy.